med center in the city, am I immune? Can I go out in my backyard in shorts and not expect to find a snake?
No. No one is immune to snakes. They're everywhere.
Or am I more susceptible to have a snake in my backyard, front yard, for that matter?
Yes, yes. That is like the perfect living condition. You've got your leaves, your trees, your water. You know, everything goes to drink, so the snake has food. I mean, that's just like the perfect place, perfect spot for snakes. Just be real careful. And I always tell people to be careful.
How about this? Last year, I live, say, half a mile from the river. Last year, I did see a cottonmouth copperhead. What should I do? I'm going out to cut the grass like I did last week. What should I do? Should I use extra precaution, and what are some of those? I mean, just look ahead or make sure my grass is low, or what?
Yeah, I mean, just keep your shrubs underneath your shrubs trimmed up so you can actually see. Like with azaleas, they always grow down. You know, they're huge, and snakes, that's just like great for snakes. So they kind of get out the sun and it's real cool. But the best thing to do is always just watch out where you're going. If you're like on a push lawnmower, you know, just be real careful, be real cautious, and just look.
In that case, I'm being kind of quiet. Is that going to prevent a snake from knowing I'm there, and suddenly, you know, we have a confrontation?
No.
So they can still tell that I'm there.
When their tongues fork out, when they stick their tongue out, they're tasting the air, and they know you're there. They taste your scent. Then they're gonna, when they kind of get close to you, then they're gonna see the body heat. Snakes see in black and white, so that's why it's kind of neat if you think about it. They see in black and white,
yeah.
And it's not like infrared what they see, but they see like a glow, and that's our heat, our perspiration. I mean, it comes off our body. Our perspiration is what they taste in the air, and the heat is coming off our body. That's what they see. Always carry like a stick or something, you know, just in case, because you can always kind of go like this right here in front and you can see, but make sure you look on all four sides, especially if there's kids or if you know you have animals, like a dog going out with you if you're going camping or whatever. Just get a big stick, or you can get a golf club. My son uses a golf club when we go camping or hiking or something, and he'll go around and just, you know, make sure that there's no snakes in front of him, and I'll have, you know, I have a snake hook. So. Well,
how about gardens? You talk about trimming the hedges. You know, we can do that, but a lot of times we can't really
trim back the garden.
Under,
exactly.
Like my tomato bushes are, you know, drooping down or something like that.
Yeah, like I say, you know, if you're in your garden, you usually have like a hoe or a rake, or you know, you're doing something. You know, just kind of go along and just brush them a little bit before you get in there. I mean, not where it breaks the stems or anything, but you know, just to let the snake know that you're there, and more likely they're gonna go, because they're really scared of us. They just do all their open mouth and hiss and, you know, all that just for kind of a show. They really don't want to bite. So, because they know they can't eat us because we're too big, for one thing, but they do that just to kind of get you away from them, to scare you like, I'm a big bad snake, don't touch me, go away. It's basically what they're thinking, and most of the time it does work. People run, but I wouldn't run because that excites the snake more. I would just back away slowly, and then don't turn your back until you're probably about 4 or 5 feet from the snake. Just kind of walk backwards, and then you can turn around and just walk on.
Now, should the unfortunate happen, I didn't see him, reached down, I raised my peanuts, tomatoes, cantaloupe, whatever, and suddenly, you know, when I pulled up, because I reached down, I've been hit, what to do from that moment on?
Don't panic. Don't use the electrical shocks. Do not use a tourniquet for your arm. Do not use hot or cold packs. Just sit real still, keep your arm below your heart, or your hand, you know, whatever is bit, you try to get it below your heart. If you're bit up here, then you lay down at an angle, or like this, like this right here. So at least it's below your heart, so you won't, you know, it won't pump that hard. You call 911 as calmly as you can. Immobilize and splint the bitten area. Be aware of the physical symptoms. Immediate pain followed by swelling, discoloration, and they'll usually be present in a pit viper bite. Pit viper meaning rattlesnake, copperheads, and so forth. Mark the swelling on the skin if you can with a soft tip marker, like every 10-15 minutes. So because it's going to go up, and the swelling's going to go up, and you want to mark, you know, where say I got bit right here and it's swelling up, I'll mark this area here. Okay? If the swelling goes up 10, 15 minutes later, I'll mark that and show them. It's just, and you tell them when you get to the hospital, okay, this is what kind of snake bit me, this is the mark, this is how long, you know, and so forth. And they can go on from there, and then they will know how many vials of antivenom to actually give you and what to give you.
Is there a certain feature on poisonous snakes that can look from 10 feet away and say, yeah, that's poisonous? This one's not.
No, not really, because there are some venomous snakes with round pupils. Most of them do have the slant pupils, and they have the triangular shaped head.
It looks like all I gotta do is get a set of tongs, a hook, a bucket, and I'm good to go. I can go catch it myself.
No. If you are unexperienced, have no knowledge of the snake and how they react, I do not suggest anyone go and pick up a snake. Be cautious. Always check your surroundings. If you see a snake, back away slowly. Call 911. If you have any animals, dogs or cats, you know, out in the yard, try and get those up too. Most of the time, cats, they don't go around snakes, but dogs love to chase and bark, and you know, and 9 times out of 10 they'll get bit. So if you do have animals in the yard, make sure that they're put up, you know, safely, and so they won't get bit by the snake.